Okay, is there volume now? Should be. Should have been volume the whole time, but you know, I might have had some. Oh. Yep, you're right. I got it. Okay. Alright. When you awake, the bottle is empty and your memories less complete. Someone is knocking at your cabin door. You are needed on the bridge. You take the necessary time to compose yourself. Better the crew not see. Lost one vision of heavens. Ruins the club. I suppose we will send the bat out. Scout relays its findings. Aha! They're near to port. Okay, so port is below. That does conserve some power there. Port Avon. Okay, I think this is what we were looking for. Arriving at Port Avon. Behold a ruin of giants, gargantuan blocks jigsawed together, furred with moss and whispering with orchards, not orchids. A bucolic village nestles amongst them. Smoke coils daintily from the chimneys. A leisurely game of cricket unfolds on the village green. Disembark, ramshackle dock juts into the sky beside a farmyard scattered with rusty locomotive parts, plating, piping, and a chugging motor with its innards exposed. Yeah, let's see what happens. An oily-faced, black-haired girl waves your locomotive into position. Welcome to Port Avon, she calls as you disembark. A rich knot of scents greets you. Leaves and wood smoke, enriched by an infrequent but pungent intrusion of goat. Port Avon welcomes new visitors, but your novelty will wear off the more time you spend there. When you visit in the future, you may need to bring something to keep them friendly. Huh. Well, that sucks. Your Port Avon welcome is now 3. Fair enough. Alright. Port Avon spills prettily across sections of colossal drifting ruins. Its orchards bask in the evening gold of the light of distant nebula. Exploring Port Avon will wear down your welcome. Here you can restore it, allowing you to stay longer. Share exotic gossip with the locals. They're always hungry for news. The more trivial, the better. Increase your welcome at Port Avon. Write a port report. The locals are willing to update you on the news. There's not much to share. Host a tea party aboard your locomotive. Alright, well, that's what am I missing for that? You need a caddy of dried tea, which you do not have. Alright. Let's share the gossip. Making friends. You make for the Nowhere, the local pub where you can be assured of an audience. Ears bend to overhear your conversation about London scandal. One resident even buys you a drink, an unquestionable honor. Port Avon welcome is now 5. Okay, that's good. You've lost 1 salon stewed gossip. Guess we're going to write a port report. Were it not for talk of smugglers and sky beasts, you could easily confuse this place for a village and the world you left behind. It's quite peaceful here, apart from some fuss over a newspaper delivery. The villagers frown and change the subject when you ask about it. To earn rewards, blah. Okay, so Alright, so we did that. Let's see about shops. Oh, nope, we've got some other... So exploring will not be good. Sharma & Sons, I think, has what we're looking for. Oh, they have a jumble of undistinguished souls. We do need fuel and supplies, but we have new money. Yeah, that would be not good. Jesus, prices are halved. I don't think we have anything in the bank, but we do have a bank. Alright. Let's see. Shops again. The bazaar. Pending prospects. The Admiral's China. Crockery for Port Avon. London's erratic admiral is a tactical genius, but perilously fragile. Unless his daily routine adheres to exact specifications, his inspiration abandons him, and the loss of his tea set in a recent engagement has rendered him entirely ineffective. His Batman, currently recuperating at Port Avon, seeks an exact replacement. He will pay 110 silver for each of up to 5 crates of nostalgic crockery. Port Avon lies to the north of Winchester, New Winchester, which is where we are, so blah blah blah. Alright, bargains available. Oh, sacks of verdant seeds are cheap here. Good to know. But we don't have any money, so. And Charmin Son sells the jumble of undistinguished souls, blah blah blah. Pretty cheap actually, I think, and we can buy those and take them down to what's their faces. All right, so this is Port Avon. All right. Okay. Well, we're probably going to die soon, so let's continue on. Chugging away in the sky. Wilkinson's dead. Actually, speaking of experience, there we go. Alright. Assets. Nothing to report except that the sky is vast and the winds bite. Now let's head out to the edge to see what we can see. Next time around we'll go the other direction. That was not good. Don't hit stuff. A breach in the hull. Recent damage to your engine has left an alarming hole in its plating. Struggling as you are with a skeleton crew, you are short of skilled engineers to fix it. Direct the repairs personally. You need more than a patch. You need to make repairs. Select some assistance, don your sky suit, and climb out to inspect the damage. Leave it unattended. Construct a makeshift patch. Well, we can try. 30%. Holy shit, we got success. For hours, you cling to the hull and make slow, incremental repairs. You work in shifts, allowing each of you to a turn to go inside and recover from the cold. Unfortunately, an assistant was too diligent. They delayed their return for too long and have developed a cruel case of frostbite. You send them to rest in their quarters, but they are unlikely to return to work. Well, we've gained hull, which is good, but we lost crew. Moving forward. Final barrel of fuel. The sky still stretches before you. Yes, I know I'm low of fuel. But the good news is we probably won't starve to death, so there's that. Findings. Ah, something directly to the top here. Bloom and Bronze Woods cast this deep shadow, perfect hiding places for outcasts, killers, and the desperate. Ah, perhaps we will find some supplies. Alright. The Reach Marauder is defeated. You prepare to board the buckled wreckage, poised to plunder the plunderers. Behind you, someone is humming a song of victory. Loot the hold, someone is even attacked. Strip the engine from materials, let the Marauder find a better use in death than in life. So we gain hull. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, that repairs quite a bit. Crew to go to work eagerly, vaulting into the bright, tools at the ready. The strip of the Marauder is slow and painful work. They are cobbled together of stolen parts. Finding suitable fits for your own engine is a process of trial and error. Many of your crew will have lost friends, families, and lovers to the Marauder. It speeds the work. Nice. Feel good about how that turned out. Alright, no worries, dude. Yeah, I was having some issues. Let's see. Runners are rare to the Democratic. I have a 60% chance of success, but let's gain the sovereigns. 24 sovereigns, sweet. That's not enough. That might be enough to buy some fuel, but touch of the skies. Skyfarers, exposed to the haunting light of the stars, are prone to sudden obsessions and erratic behavior. An irregularity in the galley. Table is neatly laid, but the plates are glued in place and the cutlery nailed down. What? The culprit is quickly discovered when she tries to nail the chief engineer's hat to the chief engineer's head. Everything has its place, she explained when she's dragged before you. Find them the corners where they can do no harms. Send them back to work, keep their head and hands busy. Issue an additional ration of brandy to the crew. Send them back to work. Success. You issue them a grueling list of new duties. They have no time now for starry obsessions or wild notions. Engine grease and elbow grease, as you've heard. As you've heard old Skyfarers say. Onwards. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad, Shadow. I'm curious. Was it you that voted for this when I put that poll up? I suspect that it was, but which is fine. It just if it was, you kind of got outvoted the last time. That's why I'm doing this tonight. Yeah, I thought so. I like this game quite a bit too. I probably shouldn't have done that. I'm gonna run out of food. I do quite a bit. It's pretty neat. I'm getting sick of that bat sass though, I'll tell you what. Okay, so where the hell is the entrance to this area? Because this is a giant rock as well. Oh, okay. I'm trying to nail this guy, because, Uh, yeah, that's true. Okay, so we can strip the engines. Let's loot the hold this time. Clasp jewelry box. Onward. A sheaf of letters falls from a concealed compartment. The pages are rife with scandal. Okay, well, that's not as useful as I would like, but maybe. Fasteners available. Sweet. Leave. Narrow escapes, huh? Well, that's my history. Okay, so new facet is available, but I can't just egg. I think those are good guys, so we're not gonna fight them. HML Phoenix Roost. All right. Need to figure out where the hell we're at. We're probably going to die soon because running out of fuel and food and all that stuff. But figured we'd get some exploring in because apparently you keep your map on new playthroughs, which is cool. Escaped fumes. Your skeleton crew are unable to keep the engine in a necessary state of repair. This morning, a leak filled in an aft corridor with gray and noxious fumes. Venture in yourself and perform the repairs, or your crew to repair it. Seal off that section. I'm gonna try and save the ship myself. Oh, we failed. And I died, didn't I? Oh, forced leave of absence. The fumes are thicker than you realized. As you struggle to locate the leak, they overwhelm you. You wake a day later. The crew dragged you out and sealed the corridor. They had had to manage without you for the intervening period, and it has not been easy. You've gained 5 terrors. It is not the date that it was. Alright. Yeah, no, that's why we're going to explore until we die. And then we're going to start a new life with a more unconcealed map. This is one of those games where you end up, like, dying over and over. Just whether this thing is up here before that happens. Could probably save fuel if I turn the headlamp off, but what's that over there? Ooh, maybe there's like some food or fuel or something. Spider signal box, foggy with webs, once part of the Eisenbart line in Old Folly. I can recruited fatalistic signalman. What are my requirements? You have not yet recruited, unlocked when you do not have, learning about the... Okay, so we can recruit that guy. Read the ledger. We're gonna look at the cache, see what's in there. Take supplies, take fuel. Supplies, fuel. I don't know, what do you think? Supplies or fuel? Dude. You know that's all part and parcel of like being a face on the internet, right? I'm actually surprised there haven't been any memes made of me. And if there were, I'd probably share them with reckless abandon. I actually do know where she's working on a new PFP for me. Hopefully. So I think we're in more dire need of fuel than we are of supplies, but could be wrong there. Oh, alright. Yep, hold on just a second. I gotta deal with the porn bot, yeah. There we go. It's weird, they were showing up on one of my screens, but not the other. Interesting. Alright. Well, we got it squared away. Okay. I don't know, dude. I am thinking that for the time being more fuel will be better because I might be able to garner more supplies from taking out marauders, but also anytime you take something from one of these you're obligated to return it. Which means I'd have to come back at some point and replace whatever I took, which is fine, but you know. Yeah, me neither. Let's go with fuel for now. Oh shit, man. We've only got one crew left to worry about. Screw it. And now we have none. You've broken the code. One speaks up, it's too dangerous to me. Your behavior might attract attention. They won't explain further, but they cease work and prepare to leave at the next port. Whatever. Let's recruit the fatalistic sixth man. A break from duty. He is startled by your response. Oh, right. I was expecting you to say no, to be honest. You asked what he's doing here. I work the Eisenbart line. I'm the last one, I suppose. Hitch rides between the boxes, make repairs, sweep up a bit, but I can do with the change of scene. He seems unsure. Well, I'd better get my things together. He packs up a modest hold-all and checks his hat is on his head. Yes, I think that's it. Everything after you, Reverend. Sweet. Well, I mean, maybe, but, you know, what have you. Let's see what they've left anything. Oh, we gain a vision of heaven or sky stories. Sweet. The handwriting is poor but legible. Captain Welton deposited materials for hull repair. There is a column for miscellaneous notes. The captain describes the dapple of distant starlight falling over their engine. The long hours spent in the watchful dark, suddenly shattered by a dazzle of cold radiance. When will they know such splendor again? One vision of the heavens. Sweet. Yeah, we're gonna book now. Stokers work vigorously. This place makes them yearn for the riotous camaraderie of New Winchester. Okay. No longer have any crew, only yourself and your officers. In this situation, many very bad things can happen. Hire more as soon as you can. Alright, so we've got I've got one officer, so yeah. Alright. I am stuck. There we go. Oh, is that what I was looking for this whole time? Huh. Interesting. But I can return to Port Avon and buy some supplies at this point. Be good to hire some dudes, but you know how it goes. Errors in the manifest. Without crew and plagued by 100 other duties, it has been impossible to keep track of your essentials. When you check the stores, it becomes apparent that you are much shorter on fuel, supplies, and spare parts than you had realized. Fuck me. Attempt to address the shortfall by yourself. Alone, you will only be able to deal with one symptom of the crisis. Let's see. Only solved one of these problems. So, scavenge supplies from abandoned cabins. Which I think, search for combustible materials, don't need to worry about that or that, so supplies. Find enough among their silent, solemn cabins to restore your supplies to the expected level, but your fuel is still dangerously depleted, and without spare parts, your engine begins inexorably to break down. Alright, well. Shit. Well. We've only got the one choice here. It's not really much of a choice. The cold takes you. Not all is lost. They managed to reclaim Knossos, Spatchcock reclaimed locomotive. Alright. After stolen goods, your predecessor's villainous affiliations have profited you well. The bank, after funeral expenses, passed on what was left from their estate. You inherited a copy of your predecessor's chart, although it lacks the details of their final voyage. Begin your career with the benefit of some of your predecessor's experience. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to adjust your difficulty. Well, I wish I knew how to swap over to the other thing that tells me all the stuff I will receive. So, yeah, could do that. Alright, so let's go with let's go with a poet this time. Poetry was popular in Old London. Some poets sought fame, others art. Some simply enjoyed bohemian company. 3 preeminent artistic movements have come to prominence. Which are your works most associated with? The Celestials. In Old London, they wrote nostalgically of the surface and the sun. Now they write of the stars and the treasures of heaven. Increase your mirrors. It affiliates you with Bohemia. All of these affiliate you with Bohemia. The Nocturnals, a radical outlaw, school that delights in freedoms found in the dark. Increase your veils. The Sovereign School, a new tradition born in the Empress's court. Their works are patriotic, bombastic, and occupied with the iconography of time, clocks and seasons and sand and so forth. Increases your iron. I think we'll probably go with the Nocturnals this time. Always the truth. Let's see. Gonna need some kind of ad. Let's go with that ad this time. Yeah, let's go hair 10. And brow. That works. Nose. Lady Whipple. No, we're gonna change that. All of my characters are gonna have the same name because, you know, tis how I roll. Do. Let's just go with citizen. That'd be our origin. No. Where Samuel actually came from part of the reason that I went with that. It actually belongs to an obscure fallen angel. Notice Samuel the blind, and not the blind as in he didn't have eyes with which to see, but that nuance was unknown to him. He was black and white, one or the other. It's part of the reason he fell. Oh, you do know? Okay. Have I told you this story before, or did you just read about it somewhere else? Anyway, I've used the handle Samuel in games for, I don't know, 20 years. Ah. Yeah, he's pretty obscure and is often confused with Samael, which is a very different angel. Let's see, take a facet. What did the winds of fate hold in store? A scandal? Well, I mean, we are a poet. Yeah. 15 minutes of fame. Spell in prison. Scarred. An interlude in red and gold. Let's go with 15 minutes of fame this time. You flourished like a rose in the sun. Some said it went... Oh, let's start at the top. Sorry about that. 15 minutes of fame. One of your works propelled you to brief, sudden fame. You heard that even the captivating princess said something offhand and complimentary about it at a salon. Gushing articles in the Gazette, breathless flattery in the salons, you were showered with attention and gifts. You had admirers. How did you take to fame? You flourished like a rose in the sun. Some said it went to your head, that it changed you. Of course it did. Isn't that the point? You blossomed in fame, and when it went away, you withered. You withered and fled. Fame was never the goal. Celebrity only interfered with your work. You became a recluse, spurning the invitations and ignoring the doorbell. Yeah, let's go with the second one. Alright. That works for me. Okay, so we're back at Wolvesy Station. So, starting over again, we're gonna have to go get all our stuff, I think. Okay, I'm glad the note from Mr. Menagerie is still here. Regent's Obelisk. Okay, so I know where that is. That's cool. He stayed in the same place. Let's pick up the Fastidious Inspector. Offer passage, as we do every time. Ambition. I do still have the box, yes. That's part of the starting conditions in the game. Sorry if you can hear me chewing. It's been a long day, so I got a snack. Following your return to New Winchester, you were eager to meet up with an old friend. She is an earnest rival. You were each other's fiercest critic and staunchest supporter. Your artistic rivalry was tempestuous, but essentially good-natured. Somebody's been reading their Lovecraft. You know, because Yog-Sothoth is the gate. Yog-Sothoth guards the gate. Yog-Sothoth is the key. Yog-Sothoth is the gate, I think. Something. It goes along that lines. It's from the Dunwich Horror, I believe. Pen friends, you frequented the salons and honey dens of London, where you laughed and lamented and quarreled and forgave. Arriving in the heavens, she became one of the reformers of the celestial school, transforming its saccharine nostalgia for sunlit meadows and clouds into intricate paeans to the blazing stars, the wild winds, and the natural order of the sky. You were not surprised when she brought her own locomotive. She is a Skyfarer now, captain of the Azazel, what have you. She associates with a group of seasoned captains who gather at the promised days here in New Winchester. Perhaps you can find her there. Which is where we'll head next. We're gonna... Nope, we don't need to hire on crew. That's awesome. I love that we come back with crew. Oh, let's see about the incautious driver. What do I have for that? I need 62. Oh, okay. You needed 20. Yeah, fuck it. Driver boards, eager to get started. We lost 20. We now have a total of 42. That's doable. Alright. Opportunity to learn about trading. Let's go through this again. Blah, blah. Respond to a distress call. Captain, a broad-shouldered Tackety speaks for the group. Our friend of ours, there are protests. An acquaintance of ours sent a message from Hybris. She needs transport back to New Winchester. He pauses for breath. Would you mind picking her up if you happen to go out that way? She's a filmmaker, goes by Mademoiselle Lumiere. She says she'd never return, or madam. So I have to assume she's taken ill. It'd be good to be sure she gets back to safety. Hybris leads to the west of Winchester. We know where Hybris is, so... an opportunity for Snickety Factor requests a meeting. A neat calling card was waiting for you at the station. Paper was sent it, the envelope ironed. The meeting takes several days to arrange. She rejects the round table as a venue and all of the cafes in the upper district, even that nice tea room under the bridges. Eventually you agree upon the parlor at Company House, which is open to visitors on Sunday. The persnickety factor requests you change table 3 times before she is satisfied. I'm looking for several disappeared colonists. I believe their destination was Hybris. I'd be much appreciative if you were to take me there. So Hybris is where we're going, apparently. Alright. Don't care about the war. We'll worry about that in another playthrough. A club where seasoned captains travel or gather to trade stories and share advice with young Skyfarers. Alright, we need to introduce myself to the seasoned captains. Blah blah. Tells you everything you need to know about them. We've been through all of this twice before, so I'm not going to read every little bit. Inquire after the earnest rival. Ah, she speaks of you often. I'm afraid you've missed her. Busy girl. She's been doing some important work in London, so... Yep. Take the letter. Ask them how to make their fortunes through trade. Blah, blah, blah. I guess we can go through all this stuff. An opportunity. The host of Magdalene's needs an urgent delivery of seeds. Okay. Know where Port Avon is now. It's north. Alright. Ask them if they do. Alright, so... Can you buy goods cheaply? Spatchcocker is just the weirdest nickname. Alright. Visit the bazaars, acquire ports, can find all sorts. Alright. And I think, yeah, that's all we need from them. Let's check the encoded letter. Hey, yeah, no worries, dude. Have a good night. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. And, yeah, get some rest. Thanks for showing up. Alright, so we can't decode the message yet. Dip-dip-dip-dip. Don't need repairs. Don't need crew. Alright, let's check the shops. Bazaar. Accept that prospect. Accept that prospect. We'll get to them when we get to them. Keep hitting the wrong button. Button scheme takes a little bit of getting used to. I really want that. I want it so bad. I can taste it. Alright, so Hybris takes some. You have to go quite a ways to get to Hybris, so. Take a wrong turn here? I think we did. We're gonna explore some more of the way. Maybe. That's what we don't want to do. Back and scout. That appears to be a big ass gun. Dip 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 dip. Not where we're headed, but yeah, I mean, it kind of is. What's the cool job about here? Aha! Decantary. Ah, a wreck gleams with frost. Its windows are dark, its engines silent. Perhaps something of value lies within. Success. Slim clasped box. Inside a slim red volume. The bindings are leather, The covers are embossed with gold leaf. It is a book of love poetry, a collection deemed both acceptable by the Ministry of Public Decency and Her Renewed Majesty. A fading daguerreotype of the Prince Consort fills the inside leaf. Alright, well, should have done that. Not particularly useful, but we'll take it. What have you? Nice. Didn't take too much damage there. Could always use small sovereigns, but we might be able to get something we can sell there too. Nope, we failed. One uncanny specimen. This next one, if they've got sovereigns, we'll take the sovereigns. We should probably build up a good supply of these before we do much of anything else. Nice. Alright, permit it. Da-da, da-da. Go through all this again. I'm not going to ask about the war because I don't care. Gotta be a better way to get through to hybrids though. Like a faster way, rather. Thinking up over the top. Well, that's no good. I guess we're starting a new game. I'm gonna go with the language of the heavens. Always the truth. Need a different hat. Oh, we're not going with that hair. There we go. Professor. Where's an academic? Blah blah. Alright, well, can't recruit him. Staunch practitioner. Studied medicine and had a flair for innovative, her tutor would say inappropriate, research. He was surprised when she chose the solid, predictable path of becoming a general practitioner. Perhaps she was tired of arguing. It didn't stick. Coming to the skies revitalized her love of research. Before the year was out, she sold her practice, bought a locomotive, and became a skyfarer. Now she's captain of the Zazel, season captain, blah blah. Mr. Menagerie, blah blah. So we don't need to require any of that stuff. Down locomotive and hybris. Attack of these engines gone down in the fungal jungle of hybris. Being a remote and mysterious colony on the very edge of the reach, the town crier pauses for breath, enters an alarming coughing fit, having inhaled a lungful of smog. An enterprising stovepipe claps him sharply on the back. Thanks, he sputters. Are there any brave captains willing to rescue these poor souls from perfidy and mushrooms and such like? Yeah. Well, not now, because, I guess... Is no one willing to take up the mantle of the brave heroes of the blockade? The response indicates as much. Well, someone finds the poor lad a toffee. It's kind of candy, I believe. Alright, well. Here's what it is. We need to go get the letter from homegirl. Let's sign up for this again. I believe. Yeah, Iris is where that is. Promise of days. Introduce yourself to the seasoned captains. We just did all this. Acquire from staunch practitioner. Just. Yep. Onwards. Can't read the letter yet, but we're gonna look at it. Look at my bank and see what I've got in it. Nope, nothing. Alright. Also, with the bazaar seeds. Right there. Hmm. 83. Well, that's off we go. Alright, so I believe we died over this way. And we took the long way around last time, or we came... Yeah, we went and did something weird over there. That's fine. We're gonna try and take a more direct route this time. Do fly to the sky and my locomotive. Do loves me a locomotive in it. It flies. Ooh, stuff. Stuff is always good. Man, the lighting effects are fantastic in this game. Nice! Nice! That's a whole lot more fuel. Wreckage encrusted like scatters. The circus is just above us, but that's not what we're heading. We're heading to Hybris. Hark, a signal that cries, you do hear the oompa oompa of distant circus music perpetrated by Strang Tua. Perpetrated. Haha. How all these pipes got put around here. Right, I'm going to see if we can get around the top to get to Hybris, maybe a little faster. So otherwise we'll have to go south, and that's a bit of a lick. Old piping grizzled with moth. Good to get stuff. Nice supplies. That is helpful. work. Do-do-do. Complementary skills. Do-do-do. As for news in London. Do-do-do. Discuss the reach. Do-do-do-do-do. Discuss Suns. I need to ask her about the Irish trade too. Well, I guess it's not going to give me that option, so. There we go. Alright. Very good evening. That's you, Captain. I think I should make a cup of tea. Yeah, because I believe we might be able to get around this way. Maybe. Maybe. Fuck, I think we might have to go the other direction. Are you a marauder? Well, kind of look like it might be. I think you are. That was rough. It's a rough fight. Sovereigns. We're gonna focus on sovereigns. Okay. I don't know if we can get to Hybris that way, so let's go south, I guess. I feel like there's gonna be more raiders down this way. Came out of that all right. Oh, right. You would not let your education go to waste. You poured years of sleepless nights, setbacks, and research into great work. One great work. They called you brilliant, eccentric, and obsessive. They said it was a waste of time. They said it was impossible. You proved them wrong. What were the fruits of your labor? A marvel of engineering, revolutionary invention, and it's possible. Its possibilities are thrilling, but yet, goddamn. Sorry, guys, my ability to speak is kind of Its possibilities are thrilling, but have yet to be realized by lesser minds. At least your peers appreciate your ingenuity. A scathing critique of the new astronomy, and concealed within it 3 comprehensive and erudite volumes, which are approvingly stamped by the Ministry of Public Decency, is an encrypted but spirited call to revolution. Huh. Well, yeah, let's go to the second one. There we go. Fungus among us. Fuck, this is a long trip. Can I get a drill at some point so we can do some mining? Oh, I don't, yeah. We can try. Yep, nope, need the mining skill. Which we don't have yet. Should probably buy some supplies here then. Reports. Oh! Yeah, oh, well, that's just already knew where that was, buddy. Not that helpful. Fucking bad. I believe there's a horror around this corner. Yep. Faith's fall. Oh, the remains of a celestial being rough and gently. It's wild looking. Well, remains of the behemoth's carapace scarred with sigils. Most are marred and broken, some still holding a sullen, resentful power. Your locomotive is stopped in a broad, flat section of the shell. Few sigils nearby are too cracked to risk much harm. I'm going to repair your locomotive. Use the creature's chitinous shell is as hard as bronze wood. If you can hack off a few sections, you can patch your hull. Interesting. Delve deeper into the body. What secrets might you find in the depths of a messenger corpse? Yeah. Okay, so we have 2 supplies. Do we lose the supplies when we do this? Yes, we do. Well, that's unfortunate. You handpick a few of your crew. Their expressions are grim. Together, you make your way to a crevice in the carapace and secure a rope. You lower supplies down first. It would not do to be caught unprepared. Stinking, rotten caverns. As you climb down, a sickly scent fills your lungs, sweet and heady and corrupt. You have to pause at the bottom to tie a scarf around your face. Your crew does likewise. Desiccation has created tunnels in the behemoth's corpse. The walls are wizened flesh, stone hard, striated with muscle. Break through the hardened membrane. Crack reveals a chamber beyond. When you press your ear to the crack, you can hear a faint groaning noise. What could be inside? We have a 45% chance of that, thanks to our mirrors. Or we could leave empty-handed. Now, screw it, we'll try. Success! Alright, with the membrane broken, the flesh above begins sagging downwards. A stoker's swift work with a strut means you can explore the newly exposed opening. You'll have to work swiftly. The strut creaks and complains. It cannot last long. A frayed coil of rope and an empty box of supplies reveals that you are not the first explorers to come here. We can copy sigils from the walls. Sigils are branded onto the walls. Many are charred and broken. If you bring some to the surface, you can study them. Free trapped explorers. Soft moaning comes from under a pile of stony flesh. This will give you crew if you have space for them. Well, we do not, so let's copy the sigils. Back on the surface, you are able to piece together a little of their message. They are sigils of greeting, of truce, but they have become scarred and blackened as their lie was revealed. One savage secret. Sweet. Oh, we can still try to repair our shit. Alright. Oh, failure. Uh-oh. Sigil maddened. Your crew are gone for several hours. Only a few return, dragging a small piece of chitin, enough to patch your hull, but less than they should have gathered. Are the others dead? Gone, they say. Traitors. Discipline will have to wait. For now, you need them to make your engine's repairs. So we gained hull, lost 3 crew. Let's see. This is a stagnant, forsaken place. It would not be wise to linger. Alright, onwards. Sorry, buddy. I don't know if you're a good guy or a bad guy. What is that? That is wild. Dude, get out of the way. Distressingly odoured barrel. No one is keen to get close. Probably lit off. Dear God, what the blazes? Your navigator pokes the thing inside with a big stick until assured that it's dead. Nice. Unfortunate passing. Yeah, give the buddy to this guys. Fucking die already, man. Where'd he go? Where the fuck did he go? Oh, god damn it. Well, we died again. Alright. I was really hoping to defeat that thing and figure out what the hell it was. Because that locomotive has tentacles. I'll go with a soldier this time. Let's, excuse me, skip past all this shit real quick. Doop doop doop. What are you doing awake, Larry? Also, you missed the sex box. The sex bots. I don't actually, I didn't mean to hit that. Damn it. Alright, don't care. Change the subject. Let's see what else I got to talk about. Nothing. Look at that. Can't decode that. La 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 la. Alright, so shops. Bizarre. Pick up our things. Let's see. Oh, good. I have. Let's take a look at Abraham's Engineering. See what we got here. I can pick up for... Nope, that's all super expensive. Awesome. Yeah, fair enough. I don't really do shooters though. Like generally speaking, unless there's some kind of RPG thing, like Fallout. How can it take out a long? That's a bad idea. Oh yeah, what was I hitting? Oh, okay. Yep, still gotta go to New Hybris. So that's where we died last time. Right over here. Man, that is a pain in the ass to get to. And as far as I can tell, there is no faster way to do it, which is kind of annoying. I don't know if you saw it there, buddy, but there was a fellow locomotive, but it had tentacles coming out of the front of it, and it was kicking my ass. Kept shooting like weird squiddy ink out. Hey, don't take your attitude out on me just because you're grumpy because you can't sleep. I got her, she's actually working on something for me. At the moment. Are you a marauder or are you friendly? I'd really rather not get shot in the back. So, don't shoot me in the back, that'd be good. I'm taking advantage of, she's got a degree in graphic design, so I'm taking advantage of that. Kind of working on a project for me. Now I'm running out of fuel, or out of supplies pretty quick. That's unfortunate. She's not old enough to have a PhD in anything. Wasn't Jeremy Griggs talking about doing Warzone with Az, and they said something about how the matchmaking was all screwed up and they had a bunch of work to do on that? But I don't know. I never really got into the Call of Duty games. It wasn't really my bag. And the Battlefield games, I mean, you know, heard about them, but never really cared much for them. I'm a Duke Nukem guy. Yeah. Okay, you can work on the clock, that's fine. I'm gonna skip through most of this too, because I've read it about 5 times now. This is my 5th life. Yeah. See, then why would I want to play something if they're just going to kick me out? Whether it's free or not. Get through all the dialogue here. Been through all this. I should compliment her skills real quick. Bid her good evening. We got work to do. Yep. What is? Oh, okay. So that's right. I could do this, but that's gonna cost something that I can't afford at the moment, and we just did that last time around. Yeah, I think you were talking about that, but... That's right, this is a horror. Look at that thing. That's awesome. Oh, they scavenged a wreck. Don't need repairs, so yeah. Success! I'm not gonna take out a loan. I hate owing people money. Banks especially. Your driver pulls you look. This is why I'm broke pretty much all the time, because I don't borrow money even from my friends if I can help it. Your driver pulls your locomotive alongside the wreck, close enough for you to leap from one to the other. The floor of the bridge is carpeted with glass fragments, and it shines like stars in your lamplight, and tickles like bells when your boots brush it. A sky chest nailed to the floor at the back of the bridge yields to your efforts. I don't rob Kohai. An aromatic casket. Something has been preserved. What could it be? Dried tea leaves. Nice. I could use those. The crew gathers around. An argument breaks out over the provenance and blend. Fetch a kettle. Sorry, dude. Wasn't trying to... Ah, damn it. Yeah, don't care about you. Moving on. I'm trying to get to a very specific place that I've tried to get through to for like 3 fucking lifetimes now. It's not an exaggeration. I've died 3 times since we started this. And the last time was like right here. Oh, what the hell is that? Not quite here. I'm being hunted by a scary thing. Won't friggin' die. Really needed this to not go this way. Oh good, more freaking weird stuff. Oh, cool. I won that fight. A colonized cantankery. Pulverized. Palpitating mycological mass of fractured chitinous legs, frilled gills, and ruptured polyps. A growth of livid fungus has engulfed a small herd of cantankery. Now it is dying. The herd grumbles with one irritable, faltering voice. Dig under the fungus. Precious stones, sometimes fossils or gemstones, can be prized from a cantankery's carapace. You'll have to carve your way through the fungus, though. Try to render the fungus edible. Yeah, that's not gonna work out. Eating unprovenance celestial fungus is, of course, a ticket to madness, infection, or a colorful death, but hopefully your cook can render it inert. Destroy the remains. Let's get some precious stones if we can. Nice. Alright. Feel good about that. Need the dog. God, it takes forever to get from one place to the fucking other. I ran through like a bunch of my supplies getting here. A fledgling colony trying to dig its fingernails deep enough into the spongy fungal fabric of the reach to cling on when hard times come. It is a sad truth that many more settlements are founded than flourish. Shore leaving a fungal meadow. The crew requests a little R&R. Hybris deserted. The colonists' houses are dark and there is no sign of a soul about. Oh, that's interesting. The crew requests a little R&R. They follow you out into what passes for a meadow between livid mushrooms and oozing polyps. The silence of the place hangs heavily on you. Some of the crew attempt to break it with a ballad of the promised days. Join the crew in their song. Forage for mushrooms. Search for bronzewood splinters. Nice. Let's join the crew in their song. Boost morale. Terror has fallen. Pushing back the silence. Your voice is cut into the still meadow air, easing the tension. Even in a dark place like this, camaraderie offers warmth. You return to the train feeling considerably better. That's always good. Alright, okay. Well, there's a bunch of shit to do here, so first things first. Fuel and supplies. 1 supply, 3 new fuel, sweet. The silence unsettles your crew, but in musty lofts and dank attics, in coal scuttles and log stores and pantries, you find enough to burn, abandoned magician's props, and to eat. With a little luck, secure a return journey. Good deal. Now it is deserted. You'll no longer be able to purchase fuel or supplies at Hyperstat. Shit. Plan your journeys carefully. I don't know why it's deserted. It's never been deserted before. That's interesting. Search for Madame Lumiere. Loud curses lead you towards an elderly woman fiddling with an antiquated camera. She sighs and shuts the frame. That'll do, she offers a trembling hand. Lumiere, once a renowned explorer and filmmaker, now, as you see. A cough rattles through her. You from New Winchester? I'll leave with you. I can pay my way. I'm done here and my lungs won't tolerate much more of this. She smiles wanly. I've a premiere to plan. Fuck, I'm just all over the place with my tongue today. She pays 11 sovereigns for that shit? Jesus. Alright. Yeah. You wade through the boggy marshes around Hybris, disturbed only by the occasional drone of a dying bee. Smoke still pours from the station master's chimney, but he's not inclined to leave his cottage. You stumble over a few discarded bowls and a number of old footprints heading towards the fungal forest, but nothing more. Report, because we can sell those. Alright. Let's wander once more and see if anything's changed. Nope. Alright, perhaps not. Any shops? No shops. Oh, I can buy... I need 3 sacks of verdant seeds, though. Yeah, well, it's mostly fuel, dude, so I think I'll be alright. Alright. Let's see. That's the wrong dealio. Alright. Did I not pick up the... I thought I did pick up the seed thing. Opportunities, Okay. Oh, can't take it fast yet, but we're close. I'm not gonna fuck with that thing that was up there with all the tentacles. died yet either, which is kind of amazing. I'm like 4 or 5 lives in, I've yet to actually complete this single quest. Fatal Tiger. We already scavenged this? No, we have not. We can use repairs. There we go. Getting away from this thing. I love the night. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, this is one of those games where basically you die over and over and over and over again, and each life you get incrementally more stuff or better at it. It's a roguelike. Dying's kind of the point. Ah, damn it! I wasn't paying attention. Also, not running into stuff is good. I rather like this game. I actually probably should play it a little more often. The lighting effects in it are just gorgeous. I really dig the artwork, the background artwork especially. And I'm a sucker for a good story, so, you know, it sort of has a choose-your-own-adventure vibe. Reminds me of those books we had when we were kids. Alright, we're almost out of there. Might be something worthwhile about that. Uh-oh. That's a problem. Crap. That was interesting. The crew of this weathered engine had been driven mad by the winds and the stars and the things that haunt the sky. Can examine the. Let's try for that. Yeah, I did. Actually, nope. We're gonna fail. Oh, that's fucking awesome. I've got a tailed carrot now, so there's that. You can trade stories. Stories are kind of currency, which is pretty neat. I'm just gonna go to the battlefield here and see about see if there's anything like just hanging out that I can scavenge. Like supplies would be good. It doesn't look like it, though, does it? Oh, nope. There's stuff right there. I kind of don't want to be here fighting you guys right now. There's 2 of you. Shit. And I'm a terrible shot. Yeah, almost died that time too. That's not good. Need more hull. Oh, we got a 100% chance of success for that though. Yeah, can't get hull out of that. Captain Dorr did not survive the onset of my guns, nor did the captain. You've tried to, okay, so we got some gossip out of it. That's, I guess, useful. This far. With luck, we'll make it back to dock without... Oh yeah. Add a fasten. A battlefield. Hold the line, your order said, so you fought and bled on a foreign field far from home. Shells drummed the broken earth. Bullets whistled and bayonets clashed. Screams sang out. When the silence fell, how did the day end? In defeat, concealed among the dead, you were spared. On your return to London, you found few had even heard of the battle. London does not discuss its defeats. In victory, returned to London, you were paraded as exemplars of British pluck. A music hall song was even written about the battlefield, or the battle. The events described were not familiar. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Alright, any other battles coming up though, we're going to run like bitches. Because I really need to make it back to port. Repair my shit. What have you. Still amazed nobody's died. That's kind of awesome. Okay, so that's where we're going. Yep, need a drill for that. She might not be. I don't rightly know. I haven't heard from her at all, so... Fair, I have not exactly like called her myself. So there's that. You're not letting me. Yeah, I did see that text, but that was it. So apparently that thing about Courtney Michelle's video getting taken down was a big deal. Because they mentioned it on Legion Talk tonight too. I guess everybody heard about that. I didn't think she had that kind of reach. And, you know, Gary over at Neurotic actually named her, like, by name. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, first I heard of it was when you said something. You know, how everybody's talking about it. Winchester. Actually, should we go? Let's go over here and see about trading some port reports, see if I can get anything out of that. Alright. Recent news, skullduggery. Yeah, sure, we'll grab that. Alright, visit Victory Hall, the report reports. Let's see, let's chat with her a little bit. Her skin is brown and her hair is beginning to gray. She wears a heavy unbuttoned coat. Metals gleam in the shadows beyond its lapels. One half of her face is scarred from frostbite. Alright. Have a good night, brother. Uh, she wears a heavy unbuttoned coat. Metals gleam. Okay. She's enjoying a quiet cigarillo while her peers argue in the Chamber of Assembly. You talk for a while about life in the skies. When her cigarillo is just a stub, she says, "I'd be grateful to hear reports of your travel, Captain. I suspect all manner of strife and imprudence is going to kick off the foreseeable. I mean to be ready for it." Yeah. She listens with a scowl. "Well, I'd rather know than not, I suppose. And thank you for bringing this to me, rather than the bloody stovepipes. I'll arrange a gratuity. You've gained 100 sovereigns. Nice. Tackety's gratitude. Fortunes. Lost one of fortunes. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. No shops. Alright, cool. Most other supplies, but we have no money, so that's good. Alright. We do need repairs pretty badly, but first... drop off Miss Lumiere. Alright, gain 100 sovereigns. Nice. She gives you a brisk handshake as she departs your locomotive. Better accommodation than I'm used to. Now I have a premier to plan. You're invited, of course. It'll be next week, assuming I haven't keeled over. She bustles off into the smog of New Winchester. Your quartermaster complains that it's going to take weeks to get the spores out of her berth. Alright. Yep. Shit, should have taken her to Ibris already. Oh well. Anything new to talk about? Yep. Alright. Let's see. Yeah. Fair enough.
should buy something. I don't really need a new weapon. Doing just fine with what we've got. Can't do the shielding. Could use a mining array though. That would be good. That'd eat pretty much all my funds, so let's see what else we got about selling. I wanted to go back to oop. Alright. Not what I wanted to look at anyway. Victoria Market. So, I can sell a caddy of dried tea, which I think I will. Nice. We are going to need supplies. Oh, no, we don't want to sell supplies, we want to buy supplies. Two supplies, and then anything else I've got to sell? Nope. Alright, let's go to Abraham's Engineering. Still got 400 something. Yes. Yeesh. What is that? Alright, so I gotta take those seeds. Magdalens lies to the southeast of New Winchester, so that's where we need to take those at, which is good. This is... Yeah, maybe she'll be here when we get back. Maybe. That'll help. Yeah, I don't care about the Winchester War. Alright, so we need to go this way, I think, to find the place we're looking for. And I have to go all the way fucking back to Iris, where there's nothing, because there's
homestead. Settlers who live so far beyond the edge of civilization relish the hardships of solitude. They will fiercely defend their small territories, but occasionally welcome company and trade. This homestead appears to be thriving. A family gathers outside to welcome you. Blue smoke coils from the chimney. Eat your fill. Hospitality is important. On the frontier, the settlers invite you to join them for a meal. Leave swiftly. Perhaps you can avoid small talk. Enjoy a meal of sticky porridge and runny vegetables. Afterwards, you and your host exchange non-committal observations on the war between the stovepipes and daiquiris. Your crew are content for a time. One of them even speculates idly about settling down. Southeast would be, that's New Winchester, so we should probably head that direction, because that Memorial Open Bread. Haven't explored much out this way anyhow. And there's the port I'm looking for, I believe. Carmine burns in the dark. Magdalene's where you can buy company lies. There's a dog cat. House of small comfort. Magdalene's is the closest thing many skyfarers have to a home. It offers services to alleviate the strain of a life spent too close to the stars. Magdalene's House of Small Comfort. Glass spires of Magdalene's pierce the clouds like swords. The Oneric chambers treat your nightmares. For some cases of sleepless nights, lost in formless terror, of persistent night terrors and elusive dreams, more severe treatments are required. The Sunless Chambers treat your terror. The skies are full of terrible wonders. This is true. Oh shit, I sold all my seats. Yeah, well, we know where to go now. Okay. The glass spires of Magdalene's pierce the clouds like swords. Shadowed figures can be seen moving through the gleaming corridors, their identities obscured by the hued glass. Crowds of skyfarers, ministry officials, and merchants mill about the forecourt in varying degrees of distress.
All watch the clock set in the great clock tower, waiting for their appointed hour. Speak with an attendant. Let's write a port report. Those are fucking useful, actually. Magdalene's is abuzz with activity. Barely has the clock chimed, then a clamor goes up at the front desk. Guests rushing to and from the appointments. Lord was seen in conversation with the amenable host. The East Wing was closed for general access all day. A certain distinguished admiral was seen with his second-in-command entering one of the chambers of regret. Several guests succumbed to an excess of sentimentality and were forcibly removed. Speak with an attendant. An attendant in the foyer schedules appointments with the aid of a hefty daybook and a very accurate clock. They are eager to explain the procedures and the rules that govern here. This is a hospital for the spirit. Our staff will become the person you need. Here you may say farewell to a doomed comrade, resurrect an old love, spar with a defeated enemy, all for a fair price. But do not overindulge. Our services are to heal, not to become an addiction. Crewman returns to your locomotive. Their eyes are red, but they can't seem to stop smiling. Exit the treatment chambers fresh from their encounters with attendants in the guise of their most personal memories. Some leave smiling, others weeping. No one can resist looking back behind them, even for just a peek. Quiet weeping can be heard throughout the glass corridors. Observe guests going in for treatment. Some smile, others weep. One lady has a terrible gleam in her eye, another a recording device. A trio of guests are going in together, all dark-haired and straight-backed. Yes, I know it's not the real thing, but I'd like a sense of closure, the tall woman says. What rot, barks the short woman next to her. You want to argue over the will again. I have told you once I am not giving up the spoons based on a charlatan's say-so. Do be quiet, please, says the one man says. I, for one, am more than happy to hear again why I was lumbered with the third best wardrobe. Crewman returns to your locomotive. Their eyes are red, but they can't stop smiling. Talk to patients being discharged, which I think I did already, right? Yeah. Seek a meeting with the amenable host. There may be business to discuss with them. A waiting list. Unfortunately, the host has many calls in their time, and you have yet to become a known face around these parts. Perhaps once you have availed yourself of the services, they will have time to speak. Well... Alright, well... I suppose... Let's go treat your terror. What does that cost? Oh, nice. Well, what about the other one? Unlock the nightmares is disquieting, so we need nightmares for that. Add a moment of inspiration. Alright. But we can treat the terrors, so let's do that. Request a treatment for personal... the sound of soft laughter and the occasional sob echo through the stained glass walls of the treatment chambers. An attendant sits guard before the doors. I'll just need to ask for the particulars. We will always alleviate your fears, but the method is at your discretion. A request a treatment for personal failing. Yours is a faceted soul with several showy flaws coursing through it. This will provide a unique encounter and lower your terror. Request treatment for loneliness. The high wilderness is a savage, lonely place. Request a treatment for guilt. You are not sinless. Request a treatment for ennui. The wonders of heavens no longer still your heart from beating. Yeah. Vision of the heavens for that. Need astute gossip for that one. Savage secret for that one. Oh, what's this? Yours. Mine is... Oh, but I mustn't say. Sorry, I'm new. This way. You're being treated for a flaw in your heart. You've lost one uncanny specimen. Alright, so the attendant holds up a candle before the 4 doors of mirror glass. 4 of our staff are available today. Each has their own specialty. Their names are not yours to know, only their craft. He smiles suddenly, his teeth gleaming like links in a chain. You know yourself best. Who can tend your wounded heart? Whoever you need, you can find one behind one of these doors. Someone from your past, their face lingers in the fog of memory. A very boring individual indeed, their tedium was sublimely crafted. Someone who once meant a very great deal, they are not with you now. A former crewman, they were lost in your service. Let's go with someone who once meant a very great deal. Or someone from the past. One of the two of those. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe, $50 make you pay $50 every day. Mother told me you are not it. Oh, there we go. Someone from your past. Terror fades. Oh, hey, our terror's gone. Sweet. Briefly, your first sergeant is waiting in the shadows. He laughs like a bullhorn at your expression before reprimanding you for the laxity of your uniform. An explanation does no good. He is keen to tell you of his life after retirement and all of his many thoughts on your present circumstances. Nice. Let's see about that meeting with the amenable host. Ah, he knows your name. Sweet. Locked when you have therapeutic encounters. Nice. Observe guests going in for treatment. Let's do that. A trio of guests is going in together, all dark-haired and straight-backed. Blah, blah. A tomb colonist is visiting a friend. Attendant Straw wants to see you has to don bandages this time. Alright, meeting with the amenable host. An attendant escorts you through the dazzling violet corridors. The host's red door is always open. The attendant leaves you just as the clock begins to chime. The amenable host reclines on a couch of crushed velvet, a goblet of sparkling wine in his long fingers. Somewhere in the tower above him, the great clock ticks away. As a policy, the host's atrium is always open to guests. He is available to hear opinions, friendly criticism, and suggestions. Today, he has a headache. Okay, so listen to the amenable host's request. He beckons you closer. A sickness. His voice is soft and sibilant, like butter melting in candlelight. A guest has become rather too attached to a particular attendant. He always requests that the same attendant appear in the exact same guise. The amenable host's lip curls in distaste. He reiterates the aim of Magdalene's, a place of healing and respite. It was not meant to feed obsession or self-indulgent self-loathing. This guest brings sickness. I would have him purged. I have a dossier on our guest if you're interested in helping. Unwelcome truth. To talk to you about. Take the lachrymose guest's dossier. The amenable host has requested help in removing a customer who is blurring the boundaries of healer and patient. Sure. An acting challenge. The amenable host smiles indulgently. I'm so glad you want to help. He produces a thin sliver of pages and passes them to you. I'd recommend taking on the role of one of our attendants. That way, you'd be playing the role of someone significant to him. The amenable host sighs, reaching for his goblet. He knows all of our attendants by voice now. Someone new is needed. Let's deal with the lachrymose guest. He stands on the threshold of the treatment chambers, his hands trembling. The attendants on duty have been informed about your involvement. Alright, how do you plan to deal with him? The treatment chamber has been emptied for you, should you wish to adopt a guise from his past. Alternatively, he is standing right there. He does not seem to have noticed you, his eyes instead boring through the doors of the treatment rooms. Well, we can approach this directly. Disguises have caused the poor sod enough trouble. Disguise yourself as his mother. Wow, that'll be interesting. She drove them apart once. An attendant will help you with the wig and makeup. Another with the voice. Disguise yourself as his lover. The attendant normally on duty is more than happy to assist you. Anything, as long as it gets rid of him. Let's go with mother. You look just like the faded daguerreotype, down to the teeth. You gnash your jaws reflexively. The lachrymose guest's eyes widen as he enters your chamber. This is a mistake. I didn't ask for this. You never do you? You get to work. When it's over, you doubt he will be returning ever again. Speak to the amenable host. And escort you, blah, blah, blah. Let's have a conversation. Whiling away the hours, he speaks of the politics of the Reach, the tedium of it, and his affront that his position requires him to pay any attention at all to it. He speaks of the parties he has hosted, the lives he's healed, and the peoples he's saved. You begin to suspect he might have an ego. Then your time is up. I hope I haven't bored you, he says with a rare smile. One wishes to be many things in this life, but never dull. Let the amenable host know that the lachrymose guest is gone. For better or worse, he will not be returning to Backwoods. The amenable host smiles beatifically. Of course my staff will be pleased. It is a risk of our trade, when our clients can no longer separate identity and illusion, but seldom pleasant. He sighs deeply, echoing around the chamber like a newly freed dove. It is a trap any of us could fall into. His face darkens briefly. Here, take this. He fishes around beneath his couch for one of his goblets. It'll fetch a pretty price. Take it with my thanks, and do visit us again. Sweet, 100 sovereigns. Anything else he's got for me? Oh, he's got a new request. He is melancholy today, not to mention irritable. He has a job for you, he says, his voice rich with unhappiness. Discretion, always. I admired your discretion earlier, he says. You have seen the dangers of our work upon those who abuse our service, yet we are not immune to it ourselves. He draws your attention to several paintings on the walls. My regulars have, at various points, requested that I be a prospector on Lustrum, heir to a fine house in Port Prosper, and a titan of industry on New Winchester. Very specific requests, and more. I have vivid memories of being all three. Yet all cannot be true, surely. He presses a locket into your hand. This bears my image. See if anyone remembers me. I can't remember who I was before this. If I could be other than I am, I'd like to know. The amenable host wishes you to recover his identity. Travel to any of Lustrum, New Winchester, and Port Prosper to begin. Not checked in at Lustrum, blah, blah, blah. Alright. Go ahead and do that. Okay, nothing new there. Well, that works. Shops. Bazaar. Bazaar. Green shops. Beatrice's exchange. Alright, so we got 100. Let's buy some more supplies. Alright, that'll do. That'll do. Alright, we'll get back to New Winchester. I have no idea where Lustrum and the other place was. Or whatever. It's gotta be out here somewhere, I think. So let's start with Winchester. Oh, raging battle. That ship is sufficient for the day. That's wild. Nice. The enduring dreadnought is defeated. The massive guns of the dreadnought have finally fallen silent. The hulk hangs in the firmament like a shed spider skin in a web, viewed from the vantage of the fly. Its sides are scored and open, its windows shattered. Smoke billows from its blind eyes. London will not see what transpires here. We can raid the hold. The dreadnoughts are the bane of all smugglers. They surely keep the best of their finds to themselves, after all, wouldn't you? Check the navigation suite. If the dreadnought kept secrets, they are here. You may gain an unlicensed chart. Unusual cargo unlicensed chart. Let's raid the hold. Micro trinket box, blah blah blah. And now I have 1 cask of Navarantine gemstones. Nice. Wait, did you just shoot at me, fucker? Where you going? Were you running like a bitch? Shit, overheated, and we died. God damn it. Well, that'll do. Alright. We lost the pneumatic mining right? God damn it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright. Let's go with a Zaylor this time. Smuggled, explored, bought and sold. Yours were far, lonely journeys. You endured nameless hardships. You rallied your crew in the face of utmost uncertainty. Always with the truth. The worst things happen at Z. The sea does not forgive. It did not forgive you. Ooh, otherworldly artifact. Shit, yeah. The sea does not forgive. It did not forgive you. The Untersee demands a price from all who zail her. What did they demand from you? A year of your life. You were lost overboard, but drownies bore you to their city beneath the waves to cavort and delight. After a year and a day, you woke on the mud banks of London and wept. You're home. You returned from a voyage to find your home occupied by strangers. You knew their names and their faces, but the place they once held in your heart had been filled by the sea. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Alright. Let's pick the bitch up. Pay's always good. Alright. Pick the officer up. Alright. How much am I? What kind of oh yeah, let's pick up the prospects. Also, do I have any kind? Oh, I have a little. Nice. Well. Can't believe I did that. I'm gonna add some supplies on. Because I can. You and she served aboard the Pimpernel, sailing the dark Untersee from Port Carnelian to Wither, from the Iron Republic to Vanderbilt. Bound by the sea, the two of you served under several captains before saving enough to seek captaincies of your own. You kept in touch, leaving messages from one another in twinkling ports scattered across the sea, and meeting occasionally in London to share stories of narrow escapes. The sky was a new sea to her. When she arrived in the heavens, she immediately bought a locomotive and set out again. She captained the Zazel, blah blah blah. Moving onwards. Alright. Explore the city. I can do that. Okay, grab her. Promised days. Self-seasoned captains. Talk about the Irish Mariner. Alright. Bid them goodbye. Onwards. There's news propaganda at Carillon. Wolpsy Station is abuzz with rumors of bad business at Carillon. Badder business than usual, that is. Allegedly, devils have been proselytizing against the Tacites to the guests, some of whom are very influential indeed. The Windward Company have issued a carefully worded denial of any collusion. The indurate veteran has put out a request for information. She refuses to go near the place herself. Need the secrets thing to do the thingy. Yeah. Revolution of Souls. You pass through the fog of smoke and speculation, where opinionated old matrons discuss the inherent perfidy of devils and the impossibility of true repentance in the human soul. Let's explore the city. Okay, we'll inquire about the war. Nothing new. Yeah, I don't care that much. No, for Mr. Menagerie. don't need repairs. Got plenty of food. Fuel should be good to go. Booze. I think I got up there at some point. Alright, well, I think, folks, with that, will be all for today. I do appreciate everyone who came by and hung out and chatted. All that. Probably we'll be back at some point with some other stuff. More God of War, definitely. This will be back to at some point in the near future, hopefully. And obviously we have Screaming into the Void tomorrow, or later today rather. About 15 hours. And hopefully we'll see you all there. Thanks for watching, folks. Appreciate you coming by. Have a great night. And remember, it could always be worse. Could be raining flaming cobras.